Okay.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Coming out on another cold day, we welcome you here. The third meeting of the Mahoning County Commissioners. It is Thursday, January 23rd, and I have 10:03 a.m. in the morning. And we will begin. First of all, I want to say congratulations to the Ohio State Buckeyes. Coach Day, what victory. What a game. What a game.
Commissioner Traffic.
I know.
Commissioner Traffic,
Yes.
can we just put for the record that we're
Yes.
having technical difficulty, but it's being recorded, but the video is not on. For the record.
For the record, thank you.
Thank
Roger. So congratulations to the Buckeyes with their big win. It puts our state really on the map. It's a great school. Okay, with that being said, public comments, 3 minutes, name and address for the record.
Aaron Zasarko, 127 East Grand Street, Lowellville, Ohio. I'm totally disgusted in this country where you could violently go into a Capitol building and destroy it and go after a couple people that you don't agree with, and then get a presidential pardon saying that they were doing the work of the people. This is totally fascism. We have to agree to disagree, whether we agree with the results or not. And then you have our local congressman having a person on his staff who stole money from the people of East Palestine during their dark hours and pocketing it. And then he puts them, really puts them on his communication committee. Now that is totally a slap in the face of good government. How can I go into the classroom and tell the kids to be honest and be truthful when we don't have a rule of law in this land anymore? You can go in and destroy anything. I could go into Carol's office and take her laptop and get away with it because I'm doing a patriotic duty. It's just totally disgusted with this country. We better start standing up for our rights before it's being taken off through fascism.
Okay. Eric, next. All right. Carol, need a motion.
A motion for the approval of the previous minutes of board meeting number 2, Thursday, January 16th, 2025, and approval of bills for payment.
Second. Roll call.
Commissioner DeFabio,
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati,
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficani.
Yes, advertising for bids, number 1, engineers.
Good morning,
Good
Commissioner.
morning, Rick.
This is
Oh,
this is our 2025 countywide road striping program.
Thank you. Motion.
motion for the approval of advertisement for bids number 1.
Second. Roll call.
Commissioner DeFabio,
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati,
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficani.
Yes, legal notice, number 1, Led.
Good morning, Commissioners. This is our legal notice to request the release of funds for our new ship grants.
Bill, you do a great job with that program. Always have, great staff.
Like, you know, I was out there.
Sure.
I was out there for a couple of hours. You guys saw what you did. It's very, very impressive. With your support, I mean, it's all comes true. At this stage, I really thank you.
Motion for the approval of legal notices number 1.
Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner DeFabio,
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati, Commissioner Trafficani.
Yes, journal entry.
Motion for the approval of journal entry number 1.
Second. Roll call.
Commissioner DeFabio,
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati,
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficani.
Yes, travel. We have letters A through F, and we will begin with the O and D office.
This is general progress for the commissioner's office. There will be all staff underneath you to attend CCO associations, GFO, GFOA, Karma, township dinners, meetings, seminars, conferences, etc.
Thank you. Grants management. Anna.
Good morning, Commissioners. This travel resolution is to attend board and community meetings, project sites, grants planning, grant development meetings, fair housing, community development block grant meetings, seminars, conferences, and more within the state of Ohio for the year 2025, estimated at $3,000, non-general.
Thank you, Anna. JJC?
Good morning, Commissioners. This travel is to attend the Ohio Association of Juvenile Court Judges, Supreme Court roundtables, meetings, seminars, trainings, conferences, etc., within the state of Ohio and Pennsylvania for the year 2025, estimated at $2,500. It'll be general, non-general, and continuing education. And our next one would be to attend the Supreme Court of Ohio Judicial College, crossover youth practice model, juvenile court roundtable, court administration, sex offenders, reclaim, juvenile detention directors, intercourt seminars, meetings, trainings, conferences, etc., within the state of Ohio and Pennsylvania for the year 2025 at an estimated cost of $7,500. That also will be general, non-general, and continuing education. And lastly, it would be to transport and visit youth in detention and placement facilities within the state of Ohio and Pennsylvania for the year 2025 at an estimated cost of $1,500, and that will be general and non-general.
Thank you. And our treasurer is here, Mr. Daniel.
Yes, good morning to everyone. Same thing, this is my annual travel request. Mine are primarily for continuing education and also the role I serve with the County Treasurers Association of Ohio. And I'm still waiting for that treasurer conference to be held in Hawaii, but I'm still waiting. And my travel's primarily Cleveland and Columbus.
So can we go with you if you go to?
If that happens, I'll let everyone know. Thank you.
Motion for the approval of number 2, travels A through F.
Second. Roll call.
Commissioner DeFabio,
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati,
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficani.
Yes, agreements A through I, and we'll begin with Megan, Convention and Visitors Bureau.
Good morning, Commissioners. This is an agreement with Compass Media for advertising services throughout 2025 in the amount of $4,475, and those are non-general funds.
Thank you. And Led.
B, C, and D are all agreements with the Howland Company, LLC. A is for lead housing control and healthy homes work at 64 Terrace Drive in the amount of $15,165. B is lead housing control and healthy homes work at 737 Avondale in the amount of $23,701. And D is for lead housing control and healthy homes work at 3024 Shirley Road, the amount of $26,318 on non-general.
Thank you, Phil. And our risk manager, Kathy Childers.
Morning, everybody. So E is a contract with Dr. DeChellis. It is for an estimated $10,000, and that's going to be utilized for the medical management of workers' compensation for physical issues. And F is the same type. That'll be with the forensic group. That's for medical management of workers' compensation utilized for psychiatric. And that's at $5,000, and both are non-general.
Thank you, Kathy. And sanitary, Jill.
Good morning. This is for agreements with the following for grit and screening transportation and disposal services at various wastewater treatment plants for 3 years in the estimated amounts for non-general funds. Waste management, $19,622.28, and Republic Services for $23,850.
Hey, thank you, Jill. And Sheriff.
Good morning,
Adam.
Commissioners. H is an agreement with Latone's Superior Auto Body for repairs to a 2019 Ram truck in the estimated amount of $2,856.52, non-general. I is an agreement with Direction Home of Eastern Ohio for social services program in the amount of $27,500 payable to Mahoning County.
Thank you, Alan.
Motion for the approval of number 3, agreements A through I.
Roll call.
Commissioner DeFabio,
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati,
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficani.
Yes, change orders A, B, and C, and Bill, they're all yours.
A to change order number one from the Howland Company LLC for unforeseen items to have Howland Company Homes Market 439 Catalina, the amount of $970. B is change order number one with Foundations for the Future LLC for the Howland Company Homes Market 165 Whipple, in the amount of $1,450. Change order number one is American Pinnacle Construction for the Howland Company Homes Market 851 Lansdowne. No changes in the amount, just change in the scope.
Thank you, sir.
Motion for the approval of number 4, change orders A through C.
Roll call.
Commissioner DeFabio?
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati?
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficani?
Yes, 5A appointments. These are appointments that the commissioners serve on individually. And I'm not going to sit here and read them all, but they're on your agenda. And you can see the various agencies which we serve personally. Do I have a motion?
Motion for. No, I have no comment.
Okay.
Do you, Gina? Motion for the approval of number 5, appointments A.
Second for roll call.
Commissioner DeFabio?
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati? Commissioner Trafficani?
Yes, resolutions, additions.
Motion for the approval of resolutions number 1 addition.
Roll call.
Commissioner DeFabio? Commissioner Remedy Agati? Commissioner Trafficani?
Yes, resolution awards A and B with both the sanitary engineering department. Joe.
A is award of sodium aluminate solutions, 38% solid drinking water, grade of phosphorus removal from the Boardman wastewater treatment plant to USAL Co. LLC for 3 years in the estimated amount of $115,814.16 per year. And that was non-general and also the only bid. And B is to award the transportation and disposal of domestic wastewater sludge from Mahoning County Metropolitan Sewer District operated wastewater treatment plants in 20 cubic yard roll-offs containers provided by the bidder of Browning Ferris Industries of Ohio, doing business with Republic Services of Youngstown for 3 years in the estimated amount of $569,025 per year. And that is also non-general and the only bid.
Thank you. Motion.
Motion for the approval of number 2, resolution of awards A and B.
Second. Roll call.
Commissioner DeFabio?
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati?
Yeah.
Commissioner Trafficani?
Yes, resolutions A through D. Commissioners, this is a resolution to designate the official representative, Carol Remedial Rigetti, and alternate June Fabio, for the purpose of voting at the annual meeting of the County Commissioners Association of Ohio for 2025, 2026. I know Carol has served on this for a very, very long time. So Carol, any comments?
No, I think it's always good. I was on the finance committee for the CCAO. One of the committees actually served with Mike Allen and the Lake County commissioner now. Maybe you know this. Dan Troy. He was good. And try to do many things for the state of Ohio with our Commissioners Association and had some good results with that. And the only thing I will call Cheryl about is Gino and I are here on Thursday. So they have to kind of change the meeting so that we could actually go to them. You know, I mean, you can't go through, you have to serve your county. So I will be doing that with Cheryl. I mean, I understand they have a set time. They need to move it around a little bit for the commissioners that have their own, you know, have meetings on a Thursday. So we'll see how that works out.
June.
I've attended my first conference, CCAO, and I know we use them, that organization almost as a Bible, so how it should run and how county things run, and I think it's a great organization. And I'd like to be
So
more involved.
are you driving or am I driving?
Are you, I'll drive. I'll drive. You guys smoking in the car? You smoke some good stuff.
You can try. Well, I have a window, blow it out the window.
She might smoke one with you, you never know. Right?
I just think.
Okay, hold on.
Alan here, Alan, I need a big exhaust fan. Not my office, 'cause I don't wanna stake it up.
No.
I think
That's a heart attack.
No, there's no smoke.
Okay.
In the day when I did it, about
Holly?
25 years ago.
B.
All right, congratulations to both of you, nice on that. And I'm sure they'll do a fine job. All right, OMB, Jen, under B.
Good morning. This is a resolution to provide additional funding from the general funds of the Mahoning Valley Law Enforcement Task Fund in the amount of $150,000. This is to help them upgrade their body armor.
These are for the task force. Correct. Exactly, very much needed.
For the best.
Right. Jerry was very pleased. I talked to him the other day. Human resources.
Gina's not here, so she asked me to read it.
Please.
Okay.
Yeah.
Resolution approving the agreement with All One Health Resources Incorporated, doing business as Impact Solutions LLC, to provide EAP services through the Employee Assistant Program for county employees for 2 years in the amount of $35,267.40 for the first year.
Thank you, Holly. And last, Phil.
This is a resolution approving the appointments of Dan Martin as Director of the Program, effective February 3rd.
We approve of number 3 resolutions A through D.
Second, roll call.
Commissioner DeFabio?
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati? Commissioner Trafficani?
Yes, and we'll go to the order, the elected officials or department heads would like to comment. Alan, how are we weathering this cold snap?
So honestly, we've done really well, and I'm very proud of our team. We had a little issues here and there. Some small spaces that were hard to get some heat to, but we did really well compared to what it could. I'm very proud of us.
You kept the ice off the property here at the courthouse and everything. I see the guys out there that everything's salted. They do a fantastic job. And we appreciate that. We don't want no one slipping and falling, getting hurt, which includes all of us. I don't know nothing.
The county's area.
Kathy's doing it.
Much cleaner than any other area that I'm walking through in downtown.
Agreed.
I mean, it's scary, especially our parking lot.
We don't have, I don't want to get arrested for jaywalking, but there's that spot where you park and then you gotta walk up the street to get the thing. They never solve that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
That's-
Sidewalk over there.
Why don't they solve that? Well, that's the city. That's
We
in the
have, we have guys in the city sleeping underneath the mayor's window all night long. That scares the hell out of me. And I saw that. the other day.
Those
It
are
just scared the
fake.
hell out
Those are homeless, not
Yeah, they-
employees.
of me. No, not the employees.
But it's like, man, they don't get paid very much.
Of course they're homeless. That's.
But I mean, where the A and B parking is, where we do park, they never saw that strip coming over to sidewalk. And I think your guys were salty, but I asked if they would salt that one area, throw some of that,
Across the street?
yeah. All right, shut up. You can't. Just that one area, because our people park there, I don't want anybody falling.
You're just Miss Kathy, not for good.
You didn't hear it now, I'm looking for safety.
Kathy
of our
doesn't want you to
employees.
assume a liability that you're not responsible for, because if you do take care of it and something does happen, then you would be responsible for it. So she doesn't want you to pre-assume a liability.
She's so much better.
I'm looking for the safety of our employees.
But she's also
As
looking
you
at your
take off
risk.
everyone else.
She looks at risk.
It's
Get that
only
checkbook ready.
It's only very small. It's that small.
I'm
I'll bring my own, don't worry about it. I'll bring my own stuff.
I mean, neighbors used to help neighbors, right? So if you gotta throw a little salt a little further, why wouldn't you do it?
Generations.
But anyways, everybody wants to get everybody in trouble.
Just tick, tick.
So nobody? Joe or Gina?
Oh my God, I can't believe how cold it is, and we just have to stay warm. And I'm gonna say this is, if you do see somebody that you believe is homeless, this where they have an issue. You can help them, by calling 111, try to get them some assistance. It's so cold out. I mean, if you're driving and you have extra things in your car and you see somebody, it's not a sin to stop and maybe hand them a blanket if you have an extra. Because I have a few in my car and, but it is cold and you gotta stay safe, be careful shoveling snow and doing all that in this weather, because this is not good now. It's dangerous.
If I can say something, the dog warden's office, along with animal charities and entity all of their own, their deputies are out constantly, lots of animal seizures, frozen animals, I mean, it's bad.
We've been getting
Really.
calls.
Yeah, well, and the dog warden's office has basically, as soon as their stuff inside is done, the majority of their employees are going out and also helping animal charity take care of these animals that are in, a bad spot. And so, the county is really stepping up there. I just wanted everybody to know that.
And also Friends of Fido, they're part of the help.
Yeah, like right now, the whole community is really, they're out there.
It's scary.
We had our office, we had talked to Diane, I think Diane or someone from your office, returned all the calls that we had.
Yeah, she did.
Because people gotta know that we care, this, what are you doing, you're not doing that, I do worry about the dogs, I worry about the people that are freezing. I don't know, could we arrest these homeless and put them in jail just for a night, not under charges? I mean, so they're warm.
Jerry somewhere's going,
No, I'm telling you, I haven't been government, how do you let them sleep underneath the window all night?
I've seen them there like 3 days in a row.
Don't arrest them, but say, come with me, just hang out.
Some of them
It's their
actually
right.
commit minor crimes to get a
It's
night
their
in jail.
right.
That's happened in the past. Throwing bricks through windows.
I don't want them to break windows, but I'd
Right.
rather do anything so they don't freeze to the ground.
There are warming stations.
We gotta take what and take them there, Carol. We can't have them sit on. All the three colors legal.
Yeah.
We wrap them in white.
They do,
211, and you know that.
Right,
because
they
we
usually
have
go-
many conversations.
they do offer services. They have a PATH program. Anna can speak to that. Anna, that goes out when they're notified by the police, because people call the police all the time to say somebody is this and that. They notify
Anna's here.
211 and explain that, but you can't
Do you wanna
go, you can't
explain,
go against a
Anna?
person's right to want to stay out. Anna?
Good morning,
Yeah.
Commissioners. Yeah, the best way for anybody who's suffering from homelessness, especially during the cold winter months, would be to call 211 directly. And there's a system in place that the commissioners have funded to assist anybody that's sleeping on the streets to be eligible for a hotel room. Just to caveat that, it will be prefaced with whether or not there is shelter beds available, or if you have family members to stay with. Those will be your first two options before the hotel stay. And it seems to be working very well right now, and I'm not
Anna, you can't, so the commissioners know it's not something that you can force somebody to take advantage of, though. These individuals have.
No, it's completely up to the individual whether or not they reach out to us. We would like, of course, to help anybody who is in need.
But if they don't have the sense to help themselves or don't have, what do you do with them? I can't stand to see them freeze. I don't know. I didn't say arrest them, I didn't mean put them in jail. But
Well,
It-
unfortunately, there is some new legislation out there that some counties have adopted that is an eligible option. I don't know if the commissioners want to consider that or not, but
Maybe you bring it to a staff meeting, let them know what it is, and then bring the sheriff and Dwayne in and we can discuss it.
okay.
I don't want
But yeah,
that
for the individual, if you want to call 211 and notify the PATH team that you see an individual sleeping on the corner or behind an abandoned building or so forth, you can do that, and they will send out a team member to approach them and ask them if they're okay, if they would like to find shelter. They would help them either provide transportation to get there or make sure that shelter is available for them in some aspect, especially like I said, during the cold months, December to March 30th, the commissioners have assisted in helping get individuals off the street, especially with this cold snap that we've just had.
Thank you.
You know, and another thing I wanted to say is that Gino and I went out to Leonard Kurtz and we swore in our MCTV with them. And, such a rewarding swearing in, because you have people that are on that board that are helping the most disenfranchised individuals, ones that need help the most. And they run, Bill Whitaker runs one heck of a organization. And I told you, anytime he wants to go out and visit with some of the classes, I mean, it's very rewarding. I work very closely with them. And I'll tell you what, when you think you're having a bad day, just take a ride there and walk through that school. And you never see anyone that has a problem with this. Yeah. They're happy, it's like God gave them life and they're happy for it. I think we can learn a lot of lessons from that. I really do feel that. That's it. Thank you, Gino. Take care.
Anthony mentioned earlier, it was a good week. Monday, State won the national championship. It was also the day that one of Ohio's sons became vice president of the United States. I'm very proud for that. I think the country is heading on a totally different path than it was, and there's no politics here. But I was very proud of how this administration has started off and putting our country first and putting the people in this country first. Because a lot of people just forgot about the little guys, the working people, the homeless and everybody else along the line. And I think that's about to change. And I had a very good day Monday. I should say, God bless America.
We all have our problems. Thank you.
Well, with that being said, I think not beating a dead horse, but I think if somebody's sleeping in a window well at City Hall, somebody in that building has to know there's a body laying down there. So I mean, it doesn't take much to go get somebody, give them coffee or open the Cabelli Center up. They have to keep the utilities. They should bring them there.
Anna's on.
I just want to say one more thing. The PATH team and the homeless continuum are aware of the person that is in front of the city hall. They've been approached and talked to. Again, you cannot force somebody to take shelter. And there are warming stations open. They can contact also 211 to find out where the warming stations are. I know there's a location in Struthers. MyCap was intended to open one. I'm not sure of their hours. Most of their hours are from 9 to like 5.
They're free.
And they are free.
Yes.
Somebody that help. They're out of it. They may not have taken their medicine. They're not with it. Somebody has to talk to that person. Say, hey, here's what it is. Can we help encourage them? Not threatening them to go, just
never
So I know all that stuff. But I would go to the person and try to convince them, let's go in and get something warm up by you or something.
That's what the PAP program does do.
Right.
They do that.
Okay. All right, well, Holly, when's our next meeting?
Next Thursday, the 30th at 10 o'clock a.m. here in the hearing room.
All right, so I have a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Roll call.
Commissioner DeFabio,
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati,
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficani.
Yes, thank you.